Project which aims to cut the number of women severely injured during childbirth. It's the first time doctors and midwives have worked together to improve care in this area. They've come up with a number of techniques to help prevent injuries, including serious tears that can lead to long-term complications. The project will be trialled in more than a dozen hospitals from January. This report for the Victoria Derbyshire programme by Jean Mackenzie contains some details and pictures which you may find distressing.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Hi Debbie.
Hello,
Jean, how are you?
Good, thank you. Well,
Nice to meet you.
Drowsy,
Yeah, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thanks. A bit drowsy, but I'm alright.
6 years since Debbie gave birth to her son Caden, and she's lost count of how many hospital appointments she's had.
Yeah, there's a small area between your back passage and your vagina, and that was quite badly torn, like all the way through. So yeah, I went for emergency surgery to try and repair that. But when we got to emergency surgery, it seemed that it is actually cut into my bowel.
Surgeons tried to repair the tear, but Debbie was left incontinent and had to be fitted with a colostomy bag.
Everything changes, you know. I have to consider it wherever I go. You know, if I leave the house, I take spare clothes. I have to scan the place for the nearest toilet. For example, I was at shopping in Asda, standing in the queue, and I just went, and the bag came apart from the sides, and I could feel it leaking.
The number of women who suffered a serious tear tripled over the last decade, from 2% to 6%. Not all will develop complications, but possible symptoms include incontinence and pain during sex. These injuries affect more women than we know because many suffer in silence. Either they're too embarrassed to seek help, or they're unsure whether their symptoms are a normal consequence of giving birth.
What's an apex? The beginning of the tear.
Diagnosing these injuries quickly and repairing them properly is crucial. It can make the difference between developing a complication or making a full recovery. How do you think training is at the moment for midwives?
It's quite patchy, so it's not standardized. If 10 women are going to have a baby and 8 of them or 9 of them are likely to have a trauma, then we need to have mandatory training across board.
Turn around this leg, the other leg, turn around.
Has it made being a mum harder?
Definitely. The stoma bag takes up a lot of my time, and he's well aware of that as well. If he needed my attention, I was in the toilet or the shower, and he has lashed out and hit out.
Doctors and midwives are now working together to try and prevent these injuries. They've developed a number of techniques which appear to reduce the most serious tears.
As the baby's head comes out, the other hand is used to prevent the head from coming out with great force.
These will be piloted in 16 hospitals from January. But for now, the aim is to raise awareness of these injuries so women know what to expect and when to seek help.
Women need to understand that there can be consequences after vaginal delivery, that help is available. They need to be less embarrassed to talk about this, and as healthcare professionals we need to be less embarrassed about these symptoms as well.
And you can see the long version of Jean's film on the Victoria Derbyshire programme page, bbc.co.uk/Derbyshire.